Oh, great. Oh. The bells are ringing.
The birds are singing. Hey, do you know something?
What?
There's a drop of water on your right earlobe.
Are you kidding? Are you sure?
It's more like a droplet, but it's definitely of a watery nature.
Huh? Well, how about the left? You see anything there?
The very same phenomenon.
Droplet.
Droplet, I'd say.
That's funny. My earlobes seem to be crying.
Get out of the doorway.
Madam, your leftovers. Storm-tossed, drenched, but still in sight.
You hadn't gone back for them. You'd only gotten half a soak. They weren't worth it.
Steak for breakfast is always worth it.
How about a cup of coffee right now?
Sounds good. Boy, it's amazing how wet you can get in 15 or 20 seconds.
I knew it all along. You're the one that's just finding it out.
Yeah, well, I learned slowly.
You mean the hard way?
Yeah, I am one of those types.
And because your suits must like that in you.
I think he does. He gives me a big smile all the time, if that means anything.
You don't mind instant, do you?
At this point, I prefer instant
You're
coffee.
soaking wet. I'll get you a towel.
Hey, how about a fire?
You've touched my heart.
Well, I was thinking more of steaming my trousers, but,
I'll be back in just a minute.
Cathy? I like your stereo, but where do you keep the wood? Cathy!
What? I didn't hear you.
I like your stereo setup, but where's the firewood?
Oh, in the kitchen underneath the sink.
Oh, how stupid of me.
Here, dry your earlobes.
Thanks. She keeps her firewood in the kitchen beneath the sink, doesn't everybody? We're gonna have a cozy little fire.
Why don't you stay the night? Paul?
I don't think so. Thanks anyway.
This rain's not going to let up, and you've got that long drive.
It's freeway most of the way. I shouldn't have any trouble.
What?
I say it's freeway most of the way. I shouldn't have any trouble.
Said anything about trouble?
As they say in commercials, instant coffee can be beautiful. Particularly when it's late and fire in the fireplace is going. And the girl is warm and lovely. I think I'll make that little speech again. It seems to work.
It's you that works.
I like that.
How much?
Very much.
You're not going to make that long drive home, are you?
Insight. Stories of spiritual conflict in the 20th century. Insight.
All the world loves the lover, because falling in love is one of the most delightful of human experiences. The two people in love stand opposite each other, open to each other, saying yes to each other. Their souls touch, and that mysterious electricity sings between them. But they aren't just souls. Their bodies are strongly attracted too. That's natural and good, but it does pose a problem. Do they follow their inclinations, or do they wait?
What am I going to do with you?
I don't know. What are you going to do?
When the girl is warm and the guy is warm and fire in the fireplace is too darn hot. I think we better get some coffee.
Thought we were tuned in.
We are. That's...
You're playing a game, Paul.
No, Cathy, I'm not playing a game.
I get it. You want me to ask a third time, is that it?
Cathy, I'm not staying over. My answer is no.
Let's get on with that coffee, then.
Cathy, Cathy, I didn't mean to offend you.
Who said I was offended? You're the one making the whole big thing out of this.
No, maybe you're right.
I simply asked you to stay the night. You said no. You were going home. Big deal. Wasn't that important to start with.
Well, it was to me.
Well, I don't see why. I just thought since it was raining so hard, you ought not to make that long drive home. That's all. One or two?
Two.
A little, a lot, how much?
Whatever you put in it doesn't matter.
I'm sorry if I'm annoying you.
Seems like this entire conversation has gotten bogged down in sugar and cream.
I thought you wanted coffee.
That's not important.
Well, a minute ago, you were actually desperate about it.
Oh, that's accurate. A minute ago, I was desperate for coffee or anything that would finesse the moment. Now, Cathy, the truth is, you didn't just ask me to spend the night, did you?
Back on that.
All right, well, you tell me what you had in mind. Do you intend for me to sleep on this couch tonight? Was that the plan?
Well, I don't know what I intended.
Since when was a woman that vague about something she wanted?
Oh, now we're going to lump all women into one category. Is that it? They all act alike.
In some things, yes.
Well, isn't that funny? Because all evening you were desperately trying to convince me that I was different from everyone else. It's amazing what you find out over a cup of coffee. Here I actually was believing that you thought that I was different. But now the truth comes out over a cup of coffee that I'm just another girl. And a bad girl at that. A bad girl with an evil plan deliberately trying to lure you into my bedroom.
You got the bit between your teeth and gonna run with it, aren't you?
You bet I am. Because your noble attitude
I
just
am not noble.
No. Just a sweet, innocent little boy who takes me to dinner and then suddenly finds himself faced with a situation. What a terrible thing for such an innocent boy.
I never said I was innocent.
Then what was that look of shock all about?
I wasn't shocked.
Well, you certainly seemed to be.
Well, if I seemed shocked, it wasn't for the reason you think. I was just surprised that we had come that far that quickly, that's all.
Your charms are irresistible. Paul, you knew exactly how far we had come, and you did everything you could to push it. Have you forgotten the 3 dates before this one, how strong you came on each time? Or was that just your boyish way? And then the phone calls in between. And then tonight. Well, tonight you really turned it on. Candlelight. Soft talk at dinner. The hands across the table. The eyes sending messages. The arm around me in the car. The whole ritual. Well, that's the fertility dance, and you know it. But no, I'm the one who's to blame. I'm the one who had it all thought out.
I take it back.
Well, don't. Because I'm going to tell you something. I did.
I don't believe that.
Well, it just happens to be true. Why do you think I changed into this? You don't really believe I just wanted to get into something more comfortable. You knew I was laying a trap. All the tricks. You saw it, you wanted it, and you pushed it.
Well, you're a beautiful girl. What do you expect?
An honest approach. If you're going to come on like some great lover, then stick to it. Finish it.
Is that what you want?
No, not now. I wouldn't impose on you. Besides, I don't think you could.
I thought you were smarter than that, Cathy. That's so cliché, I won't even bother answering it.
Yes, go ahead and drink up. You've got that long drive. The doggy bag's in the refrige. You might as well take it. You paid for it.
For a nice girl, you sure have a mean tongue.
I worked on it for years.
I can believe that. Oh, you mind?
Call it even. Good night.
Cathy, I'm not very clear about tonight, about what happened or why. And I'm surprised I backed off when I did. I wouldn't have bet on that. I think what was in my mind was that you really were different, special. Yeah, that's it. Good night. What?
Well, I had a picture of you roaring away from the curb. People do foolish things when they're angry.
Yeah, I guess they do sometimes.
The roads are slippery. Why don't you come in and cool off for a few minutes?
Your concern is touching.
Well, I had a picture of you killing yourself. You're awful young for that, don't you think?
Yeah, I guess so.
In case you don't know it, it's raining.
Your whole thing tonight is a plot to get me wet.
I do have a mean tongue. How about another cup of coffee?
I'll say yes to that. Such a brittle thing, isn't it?
What is?
Whatever exists between two people.
Yeah, I guess so. You know, you did lead me on.
Yes, I did.
did everything but quote poetry.
Well, I was getting to that. It's still not too late. You like Shakespeare, the sonnets? Walter Benton. How about Dylan Thomas? In the Mustard Seed Sun by Full Tilt River
How
and
about
Switch...
a fire, you said? You don't light a fire when you're just planning to stay for coffee.
You're not gonna let up on me, are you?
And when I came out of the bedroom, you led me on again. Way out on a limb before you backed off. It's dirty.
It wasn't intentional, Cathy. I got myself way out there, too.
I don't like to play games, Paul.
I'm not playing a game, Cathy. Do you know what really happened tonight? We had a great evening. It was special. There was magic there, and we were living with it. And for some strange reason, I said no to what I wanted most.
Is that what you usually do?
Usually, I don't care as much as I did tonight.
I think if you'd really cared, your reaction would have been just the opposite.
Now, that's the hang-up. If I listen to my instincts, I stand the chance of spoiling it all.
It sounds awful phony to me.
It may sound phony, but it's real. I've seen it happen many times. Thanks. Glad you didn't ask me. I think I'm ready for another sugar and cream routine.
What are you ready for, Paul?
I was hoping maybe we could put the evening back together again, but at this point I'm beginning to wonder if that's possible.
I doubt it.
Oh, why'd you ask me back?
I didn't like the way it ended before. I hope we can still be friends.
I want more than that, Cathy, and so do you.
What makes you think so?
I thought you didn't like to play games.
I don't mind it when I do. I just don't like it when someone else does.
It's obvious I care for you. I wouldn't have taken the things you've thrown at me tonight.
You mean my mean tongue?
Yeah, I mean your mean tongue. And it's obvious you care about me, even though you haven't put it into words.
You know something? I think we talk too much.
I think when you're finding out about each other, you have to.
I've got a better idea. Open the chest by the fireplace.
The one where the firewood should be.
Firewood is in the kitchen at the
I know,
office.
under the sink.
Flip on that phono switch.
I'm not a very good dancer. I do care about you, Cathy.
Jim?
What do you mean, still?
I mean, after that fight and all.
I don't remember any fight. Hey, are you still serious? Come on.
I don't know why, Paul. But you said you didn't want to risk spoiling it.
And you said that sounded funny.
But it doesn't. I wish I could change. Especially the last part. Before that was fine. Wish I could live the last part over again.
What was so terribly wrong with the last part?
Everything got turned around. You were doing my part, and I was doing what you should have done. I came out of that bedroom like some corny femme fatale.
Yeah, I thought you looked great.
I don't know what I was doing, Paul. Asking you to stay over like that. It was a pretty obvious invitation.
Look, what's wrong with being obvious? I mean, if you're a sex maniac, why?
That's what I mean, Paul.
Cathy.
That's exactly what you think of me.
Cathy, I was kidding.
Oh, you were?
Just... Well, every time we talk, we get in trouble. Cathy? Cathy? There's no reason to cry anymore. Look, if I made you feel that bad, I'll go out and I'll kick myself around the block 23 times. Hey, beautiful. I've got something to tell you. I think that I love you.
You don't love me, Paul. I look cheap. I sounded cheap. You don't love me at all. I wanted you to. I thought... I don't know what I thought. I just wanted to be in your arms.
Makes me a very lucky guy. Cathy, look, to be in each other's arms, that's what guys and girls are made for. That's the whole plan. And if things go like I think they're gonna go, we're gonna be together for a long time. A very long time. We're gonna spend a lifetime making love.
Promises.
No, I stake my life. And I am a sex maniac. Yeah.
Then I'm going to tell you something.
Yeah?
But it's very private information, and you mustn't tell anybody else. I'm pretty healthy, too.
Oh, we're gonna be a great couple.
But we've got to wait. I know it's better that way, Paul. That makes us a little old-fashioned, doesn't it?
Yeah, I guess so. You mind?
I kind of like it.
Cathy, I want to know everything there is about you. And I want you to know me the same way. Now, that's a big demand on both of us.
A commitment.
to real, total, and permanent. That's what love is about.
Do you know what you're letting yourself in for?
I don't do this every night.
Oh, Paul, it's so important to wait. The fast things just don't survive that well.
Agreed. So we'll take our time. We'll build just as slow as we want.
Right. Then what are you doing in my bedroom?
I lost my head. Bad. You have beautiful lips.
You're a maniac.
It takes one to know one. Yeah, look, since we got everything all worked out, what do we do with the rest of the evening?
Well, you could go home.
That's a ridiculous idea. You don't think of a better one and fast, you're going to be in trouble.
Well, how about a walk in the rain?
I like that.
It's almost dawn. We'll come back and I'll cook you a fantastic breakfast.
Steak and eggs.
You bet. Sounds wonderful.
After you, madam.
We'll have coffee, fresh ground.
You mean the whole bean?
The whole bean.
Hey, I love you.
I love you.
Brother, you wanted to walk in the rain.
Most of you know more about sex than I do, but I can tell you it's a beautiful, a sacred reality. Why? Because it involves the complete surrender of two human beings to each other. I think that word complete is very important, because there's no other human act that so involves the totality of man's being. Sex is a physical gift, but it's so much more than that. For man in himself is a mysterious marriage of flesh and spirit. And in the sexual act above all, man must not be fragmented. His mind, heart, and soul must be just as deeply committed as his body. Such a profoundly human gift cannot be made lightly. What you give in this fashion, you give forever. It's permanent and exclusive. God thought so much of the sexual act that he created a special setting for it. We usually call that setting marriage. Outside of marriage, sex can be robbed of its beauty. But within marriage, sex can enrich and fulfill. It can nourish and express love. It can help both parties closer to God.
Insight is a production of the Paulist Fathers, a group of Catholic priests who serve their God by serving those outside their church.